It was good, your boys to the HO, and you're not watching Shower. So, I just been to vote and I'm back home, but that's actually not what I'm gonna talk about today. Today, I'm gonna talk about a song that's been on my mind lately, which is Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. I've seen some people, especially Japanese people, calling like Kendrick Lamar, but it's not Lamar. Lamar. You know what I mean? Like Lamar. This is not going to be a lecture or anything like that. It's just gonna be a video where I let out my random thoughts and stuff like that. So if you're looking for something well structured and organized, this is not it. I'm sorry. Before I talk about Not Like Us, let me just talk about how I felt about the beef between him and Drake real quick. The first time I heard his verse on Like That with Metro Boomin in Future, I didn't really like that very much, to be honest. That verse reminded me of the time when Kendrick did a verse on Control and shook up the rap game. He named 11 rappers, including J. Cole, Drake, A$AP Rocky, all them, rappers, and he said, I got love for y'all, but I'm trying to murder you N-words. And that shook up the world. That shook up the rap game. And I really like the idea of it because, as Kendrick said after that, he definitely wanted to bring back competitive nature of hip-hop into the rap game. And that's quite amazing, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I remember him saying I didn't really mean it or something like that. I forgot the exact phrase he used, but he was like, I wasn't that serious or something like that. And yeah, I kind of get that. But when he came out with this verse on Like That, I felt the same energy, same vibe. And honestly, I felt like he was just trying to, keep attention alive or garner attention, because he released this album called Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers in 2022, which is the album of my life, by the way. And what he basically talked about on that project is, how he lets go of his ego, how he really, focuses on himself. But, when Cole mentioned himself and Kendrick and Drake, the big three in the rap game, Kendrick clap that back like motherfuck big three, and it's just big me. It didn't really make sense to me personally, so that's why I didn't really like about that. After that, Drake released a couple of songs and Kendrick clapped back with Euphoria. And I might sound contradicting myself by saying this, but I really like that record. I like that record. You know what I mean? Cause that song reminded me of the time when I was rapping along to ADHD, Backseat Freestyle, Mad City and all that, when he was about to do a show out here in Japan for a Fuji Rock festival. I was practicing every night, trying to really rap along to him on the festival. And I was reminded of the time when I was eager to really rap along to him, and he was also eager to prove who he is as a rapper to the world. You know what I mean? So that song Euphoria, I really liked that flow-wise, not content-wise, but flow-wise. I felt like that was something that I've long wanted to hear. And Drake clapped back with Family Matters, which was a great record, by the way. And when it comes to Meet the Grams, honestly, I didn't like that very much either. But again, he dropped this record, Not Like Us, and that was incredible. I really like the fact that he dropped the record, Not Like Us, because if the beef had ended with Meet the Grahams or something like that, things would have been really dark and things would have been something that we can't really enjoy. But, by dropping the anthem, I feel like he gave us something that we can really, enjoy listening to or dancing to or even rapping along to. So I just want to give a huge shout out to Kendrick for that. His delivery, his lyrics are really hilarious on Not Like Us. Even him calling Drake 69 God, that's hilarious AF. I've always felt like he was a really funny person, and he really proved that with that record. Again, But let me tell you this: I'm never a hater of Drake. I'm not the biggest fan of Drake, to be honest. But I like his music, and I'm convinced that he is one of the greatest performers of this generation. I even went to see his performance in Staples back in 2018 with Migos and all that, and it was quite amazing. And even though I like the song, Not Like Us, it feels kind of weird because I've been a huge fan of Kendrick for over like a decade. And the reason why I am a huge fan of Kendrick Lamar is that he really makes me feel like I'm no different from him. His music really unites people. I remember talking to several fans outside Staples back in 2022 when I went to see him on tour, Big Steppers tour. And I talked to some fans and felt like, okay, these people are like definitely like me. We are from a whole nother country and they don't look like me. I don't look like them. But even so, I felt like, his music really unites us all. Like, we have a same, I feel like we have a same kind of like love and passion for our life. That's what makes us really love Kendrick's music. You don't know how much you guys mean to me. Shout out to all them people that I talked to right there, like including Joshua, Maria, Nicole, Isaiah, of course, and Jasmine, Izzy, and Karen. Yeah, everybody. Shout out to everybody. Talking to these people, I really felt like, okay, we are connected. Like, we are connected through like his music. That's what I really love about his music. Basically, and his music connects us people together. But when it comes to Not Like Us, it's definitely literally like not like us. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like they not like us, they not like us, they not like us. But when he did a show, the Pop Out concert on Juneteenth, I was like amazed. I was like, that made me feel like, oh, this is the black neighborhood that I really loved, that I fell in love with back in 2014. It's clear that I don't belong to them. I don't live there. I am not black, and I was born and raised in Sendai, which is in the north part of Japan, which is not like, Compton or Woods or like any other like black neighborhoods in LA. But every time I go there, every time I go stay at this Airbnb and in View Park, Windsor Hills, every time I go to Lima Park, every time I go to this bar called Melody Bar and Grill, I feel really welcomed, because, people are really welcoming, warm. And even though I don't belong there, they make me feel like I really belong there. That's what I really love about, their culture, their lifestyle, their like, they're welcoming, they're warm, they're really cordial, as long as you get respect for them, respect for their culture, respect for their life, respect for their, people. So the Pop Out concert really made me feel that way, really reminded me of the black neighborhood in LA, which I really love. And he dropped this video for Not Like Us the other day, and that was amazing as well. All these, people in LA, West Coast, they got together in a video, and, shout out to Tommy the Clown, all them like black hippie members like J-Rock, Schoolboy Q, Absol. I'd also like to mention the fact that one of my favorite performers on this generation, Charm LaDonna, was also in that video. I've seen her choreograph and perform for Kendrick since like 2017. So I just like to give a huge shout out to her as well. Yeah, again, that made me feel like, okay, this is the exact LA that I really love. It's not like Hollywood. It's not like beaches, Hollywood, downtown LA. Not like that. It's just like that. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like I said, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is definitely the album of my life. And the reason why I feel that way is because Kendrick showed that, each and every one of us has some like, pain body or trauma, but by facing yourself, you can really overcome it. That's what he was trying to say in that album. So yeah, that was what I really like about that. And what's interesting is that not like us sounds quite the opposite. Like they don't like us, they don't like us, they, you know, Kendrick repeats, you know, which possibly makes us feel like, okay, this is not for me, this is not for people like me, or, you know, like that. But that song reminding me of the fact that it's not a bad thing to really, like, you know, claim yourself, like, and I'm this or I'm that, or I belong here or I belong there. You know what I mean? That's what makes you you as well. You're connected with people around you, people all over the world, but at the same time you are something. It's not necessarily, you know, sticking to your ego or like sticking to some external things. It's not like that. It just, you know, you claim to be from, you're, you know, being not afraid to speak for yourself, like being not afraid to claim that you are something. And that's what, you know, Not Like Us is all about, I feel like. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please like, subscribe, comment on this video, and I hope to see you again soon. Peace.